standing. If you say you hate Idoma, you get so you respect them. Okay, I know you understand. I can't join now. That's why I say compose.
I know, I translated.
This is too much. Please one more time in big round. Is it not bigger
I did this as far back as 31 years ago. When I finished my NC, at my NC level, I read English music in Asuka, specializing in ethnomusicology.
One more time, a round of applause, please.
When you listen to that anthem, does it sound like something that was translated? Wow!
But it does sound like
You know,
really
can we give him another round of applause, please?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Quickly, we are moving into the event proper. Jokes. Take over.
At this point, I'd like to invite officially to the podium the convener and president of one, Chief Manis, to give us his welcome speech.
So, I want to invite the president, Gala, Akapolo,
It is my honor to stand before all of you this afternoon. Like the FC said, my name is Chief Manex Johnson Agada. I am the bridge between the traditional council and the youth. They call me Achoprobiawa. And by His grace, before the XC will begin to bless me with the borrowed roads, I want to say I am the chairman, CPC convener of this very great event. So I will not do a paper presentation now. Yes, I'm going to hear I don't know where to start from. But it gives me joy that I have seen these faces this afternoon, and I want to say you are welcome in Jesus' name. This gathering is one gathering that you will not forget in a hurry. With the kind of people that we have in our midst that are going to talk to us this afternoon. Please permit me to recognize and appreciate Pastor Dave Bukole in our midst.
Christian, this one was like, wow.
I don't want to start calling on my colleagues, but I am happy that they are all here this afternoon. Time will come that I will mention you. Permit me to say welcome to the Idoma Entertainment Stakeholders Revamping meeting that will be saying for the past 1 month in Ojukwu. So please put your hands together for yourselves, please. Put your hands together. And I say thank you so much for honoring this invitation. We are not taking it for granted. Thank you very much. God bless you. When the time comes, I will do my official paper presentation and speech.
Put our hands together for our president, the convener of this gathering, Chief Manis Johnson. Thank you very much. Minister for Laughter, where are you? Event, and I'd like to invite the president of IBE in person of Rahman Bazooka or Chibe to come and give us the welcome song.
Good afternoon, my president, my chairman, Chief Manis, Bonleze, Chachi, Sonny Okori, and the rest of the people. Please, just go with me because of that time. We will not be able to call all names. After the Adas burial, some of us that are on the platform, we say a lot of things. And I say something, if you can recall. I say, at that death, it brought us 2 things One is unity, and two is disunity. And I believe that the disunity has gone. The unity is what we are waiting to do. I thank everybody. I choose my call. This a little song to add flavor to whatever we are doing here today. And let me appreciate somebody. We musicians, we get some of our aspirations from people's talk. When we are in Ada's burial, Mommy used to say something and say, so when I was taking my bath to go to my work, I say, something came to me and said, how does it come? What Mommy has said.
ngaji kuto oche ali oche apoka ochi ko ya da buta no ba ya lo aboke ya manonyo DJ next
kutu peso dale kali do peso dale tu ba mu ta mi dale ni sabe le ba mi dale to in the celebrate the memory. That's why I want you to have me. So that's a deal. And we're here. I'm a big guy.
I want to say a very good afternoon to all of the stakeholders, the movers and the shakers of the Idoma entertainment industry. Time from their very busy schedules to attend this very history-making occasion this afternoon. I want to say a big thank you to all of you that came from far and near. There are people from Lagos, people from Abuja, people from Makoni, and people from all over the 9 local governments of Zone C who are present here today. I'm talking of no other person but Mr. Manex Akada. Please put your hands together for Manex Akada. To know that this is a coming together of many associations,
many guilds, and many groups that comprise the Idoma entertainment industry. Time will fail me to go one after the other to mention the names of very illustrious personalities that I'm seeing here today. Before me are actors and actresses of global repute, musicians, rising stars. Before me are also producers. Before me are fashion experts, people who make up one or the other component of the entertainment industry. I want to say a big thank you for this opportunity. If you are here and you are not an Idoma person and you imported a foreign spirit here, please, we may just excuse you out. But for Idomas, we are known as a people of excellence. We are very, very organized in everything that we do. So please, can I have your attention for the moment? And then I'll be out of your way. But I promise you, I will damage your ignorance and I'll move you to another level where you'll be fired up for success. This afternoon, I want to talk briefly on what I have titled Idoma Entertainment in the 21st Century, Challenges and Prospects. Let me make a landmark statement here as I begin my brief talk. Beside the great river, even the Benue River, lies two great tribes. The chief tribe of the Bantu stock and the Idoma tribe of the Kwa or the Paranafa stock. The chief tribe have been destined by God to be the warrior nation, while the Idoma tribe has been destined by God to be the priest nation. Our configuration is to entertain both God and also entertain men as we lead them to deeper spiritual experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why when it comes to matters of talent, matters of inspiration, we are copied by all but equaled by none. When it comes to the subject matter of ministry, if you look at the landscape of Nigeria and beyond, it looks as if our hands are fertilized and the things of gospel ministry profits or prospers more in our hands. And in other hands, there are a lot of Idoma extraction. All you need to do is to marry an Igede lady and everything in your hands begins to blossom. Are catalysts for success. You can ask Archbishop Leonard Powers, he married an Igede lady. You can ask Johnson Suleiman, he married an Igede lady. You can ask Chris Morgan, he married an Igede lady. If you are not of Idoma stock, all you need to do is to marry one from amongst us, and everything you touch turns to gold. Pastor Dr. Paul he married an Igede lady. That's what we are configured for. And when it comes to the matter of music, Idoma sons and daughters have won us laurels on the global stage. Beginning with Two-Face Idibia, whose awards are almost equaling his age. To Monica Oga of Project Fame, to John Oga of Glow Naija Sing, the Idoma entertainment horizon is replete with stars that are not hiding in the corner. All of them are out there shining in the horizon. We have observed a minute silence in honor of our movie icon, Ada Ame. But I'm so proud to say that she was not a lone star shining in the horizon of the movie industry of Nigeria. Ada Ame has gone down as a seed. And like the scripture will say, except a corn of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it abides alone. They will believe that as one seed goes down, it is going to germinate and bring forth a multiplicity of stars from the domination across the horizon. But we are so glad that Adam left other stars in the horizon. Abel Success is in the house here today. Faith Collins is in the house here today. And a host of other stars in the house here today. Too numerous
to mention. Marex is in the house. Sonioko is in the house. Ochela is in the house. In fact, many stars rising up to the horizon that are shining in her place. I want to just establish this caveat here today. There is a reason why I am not speaking in the local dialect. It is because I understand that Idoma is not a language. Idoma is not a dialect. Idoma is a cosmopolitan group of people who share common cultural and historical affinity, and they have decided to work together as one. Besides Akpoto, we have Ikebe, we have Akwea, we have Ufia, we have the Nifon, we have Abakwa, we have Yala. All of these people are all of the Idoma extraction. I like to say here, that is the reason why the moment chieftaincy started in the Idoma land, the first person to ascend the throne was an Igede person. He was called Ajen Obabi. He stayed on the throne for a long time. And after his demise, another person of Ufia extraction, Ambassador Edwin Obu, ascended the throne as Ochidoma. After him, another person of Akpoto extraction ascended the throne. Ogrioko was the first, Ajeraba the second, Edwin Obu third, Elias Bepa fourth, and then the current one, Elijah is the fifth Ochidoma. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see that this chieftaincy seems to be rotating around the clans or the dialectical affiliations that make up the Idoma nation. Nobody should come and tell you Igeles are not Idomas. Nobody should come and tell you Ufia is not Idoma or Akwea is not Idoma. Those are political calculations to divide us so that they can come out. The second thing I want to say is this. The Idoma nation is a nation that is born out of crisis, out of resilience. We fought many wars and we are resilient people. That is why we are still unbreakable. Wars of chieftaincy up to the jihads, because our empire started in the 13th century and it lasted to the 18th century, the Kwarafa Empire. We were the dominant factor in central Nigeria after we migrated from the Chad Basin to central Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the reason why, if you look at the Idoma traditional colors, our official or traditional colors are actually the yellow, the red, on the background of navy blue or black. If you look at his cap, that is the original color of the Idoma nation. But we also want a unique fashion identity. In the 80s, there was a contest, there was a proposal that was let out, and people submitted designs that would make the Idoma color. And the design submitted by Chief Mrs. Eda, which was the red and black, was selected as our official or national flagship color. And the black symbolizes strength. The black symbolizes the earth, which is the mother of everything. And the red symbolizes beauty. It also symbolizes resilience, because we're a nation that came out of war. That is why we have our red and our black color as our official color. I also want to say, we have the highest percentage of beautiful people. If you look in this hall right now, 98% of the guys are strikingly handsome. 98% of the ladies are drop-dead gorgeous. It is our configuration. And let me say, this one is what we call Lafolocom. We are great people in all ramifications. Ladies and gentlemen, the general Idoma society of old comprises of one form of entertainment or the other. Can I have your attention, please? Characterized by farming activities. That is why we don't beg. It is an eyesore, it is an insult when you see an Idoma's son hovering around politicians for money. It's not in our characteristic, it's not in our nature. We are proud people who love to work with our hands and to eat from our hands. And the pride of the Idoma man is that he's able to eat yam until the new yam comes out. We're a hard working set of people. It's one of the values that marks us out. So the morning hours are usually characterized with farm activities. And inside of the farm, While the young men till the ground, the women are singing. And music provides the ginger that enables them to exceed even their physical strength. And by the time we come back from the farms and we eat, the evening times, especially in the bright moonlight, is characterized by stories, folk tales, and then there are dances here and dances there. It is common to move from one side of an Idoma village to the other, watching different forms of dances. We have the Aja dance. Aja actually is a dance of romance. That is why the movement on the dance rhythm is very, very romantic. Aja is the meeting place between prospective bachelors and prospective spinsters, so that they can be able to talk to each other, and then after that, one thing leads to the other, and we intermarry ourselves and produce pure-blooded Idomas, or what we call FBI, full-blooded Idomas. But the same guy who dances the romantic Aja, he moves to the next place where, having been initiated into the manhood squad, he can dance the energetic Ogrinya also. So the Ogrinya dance, the Aja dance, all of those ones are moments that characterize our evenings under the twilight or under the moonlight in the Idoma land. So entertainment is something we are configured with. From the ancient Idoma person to today, songs characterize our lives. When an Idoma person is born, there is celebration. And when we die, there is also music. So from the cradle to the grave, the Idoma man's life is punctuated with music and with one form of entertainment or the other. In fact, when we cry for dead people, our cry is on key D minor. It sounds very musical. Entertainment runs in our bloodstream. We are configured to entertain God and to entertain men. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to just move on quickly as I begin to drop my microphone. The story of modern entertainment in Idoma land began when Professor Armstrong, the white anthropologist, not Armstrong, Armstrong or Dejo, when he began to capture Idoma sounds in formats that can be transferred from one generation to the other. That is where the story of modern entertainment in Idoma land began. He began by capturing the folk tales of the Alekwafia, known as Ochinoku, specifically the Olumbo and Oko story, where two brothers were separated because somebody was allowed to come in between two born brothers. A story of jealousy, a story of how if a people don't bond together, external forces can separate them and turn them against each other. He also began to capture the folk singings of Edi Gwoprefu. In 1968, specifically, he captured those things. That was where the story of modern entertainment in Idoma land began, beside the folk stories of the evening moments that were also being captured. Then in the 80s, a man by the name of Bongos Igwe rose up with a band called Dongos and the Grooves. He now took Idoma entertainment to global limelight with hit tracks like Otachi Pokpo, tracks like Aaron, tracks like
African Dreams.
And from then, a lot of people began to arise until in modern times in music, we can begin to call names like Two-Face Idibia. We can begin to call names like Chris Morgan, or we are Butu. We can begin to call names like Ijoa Katu. We can begin to call names like Onya Berichewa. We can begin to call names like Igbe. We can begin to call names like Elizabeth Ochakpa and Olega. All of those people, they took music, both gospel and secular, to another level as a sign that we are configured to sing. However, if we look at the entertainment horizon globally today, the Idoma nation is still full of potentials with little performance. Hello, everybody.
We have not reached the zenith of our potentials yet because we are still having certain challenges and setbacks. Those are the challenges and setbacks I would like to discuss today and provide my way forward, especially in this very auspicious gathering today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is like a wedding. Wedding is an event, but marriage is the process. The coming together of all of these stars here today is like a wedding. But what happens from now forward is the process of our bonding together to form a formidable force that both the state government and the national government and global government must have to recognize. What are the challenges I have seen within the entertainment industry of the government? I'm going to mention them. I won't have time to enumerate or explain them, but I just mentioned them. Number one, the absence of a coordinating body or structure. Hello, everybody. Number two, inadequate financing of talents. Because whether you like it or not, they say without a vision, a people perish. But it is also important to note that without money, a vision can perish. The cameraman is going to feel some little pain, but I'm going to feel much more pain. You know why? My fingers are fragile if I broke them. But what if I clench these 5 fingers into a fist and I punch him? I will feel 0 pain and he's going to feel 100% pain. That is how we have been. Associations, guilds, groups, that is how we have been. Scattered away from each other in the Idoma. And I want to thank Manex. I want to thank Papa. I want to thank Chokoni. I want to thank Raf. All of these seasoned entertainers. I want to thank Kikoku. He's one of the foremost entertainers in Benue State. I want to thank him also for agreeing to come together like these fingers to clench a fist so that we can punch and have an impact that will last. So the beginning of the solution to the first problem, which is the absence of coordinating body and structure, is what Manex has called us together to solve here today. And I want to say, I am 100% game as far as this matter is concerned. Now that we have agreed to stop being local champions and to pull our strength together to become a formidable global body, these are my recommendations going forward. Number one, that an appropriate name or nomenclature be gotten for this body. A name that has a bounce. A name that has an appeal be gotten for this body. And number two, let that name be officially registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission with directors. It can be registered as a foundation. It can be registered as a limited liability company. But I would prefer that it is registered as a foundation. Under Part C Incorporated Trustees, because under a foundation we can work certain things at a higher level that can draw resources in to promote certain projects. Until you are registered as a foundation, you can't get a United Nations job to produce jingles or produce kits for malaria, for cholera, or for polio. It is when you are registered as a foundation that you can attract international donors that will fund specific strategic development goal programs within the Idoma axis. When are they here waiting at the door? Listen to me. There is strategic music, there is strategic movies, and there is general movies and general music. There are some people who do strategic music only. Koban sings for United Nations. When Corona came, he sang that song, wash your hand, do this thing, we go in. Immediately he did that song, World Health Organization took that song. There are ills within our society. Gender-based violence, child trafficking, kidnapping, okurumi, and all of those things. Even female genital mutilation, where they cut the clitoris of newborn babies. All of those things are prevalent around. We can take those thematic focuses, sing about them, and before you know, European Union is funding that project. USA is funding that project, and this can happen for us as a corporate body if it is registered as a foundation. Number two reason, if it is registered as a foundation, there is more corporate ownership than when it is registered as a limited liability company. Hello, somebody. And as a foundation, Zone C, we have our own settings. Let's have trustees or people who will come in from Obadibo area, other Opako Obadibo, people from Otubo Himini, people from Ojobi, people from Apaga too. If you take these clusters or blocks, you'll be able to take trustees or directors into this foundation, and it will have a spread around the 9 local governments of Zone C. With that, every segment of Zone C is well represented. Records be open, let our records be clean. For instance, by the time this whole meeting is done, on that platform, let there be a full statement of account. How much came in, how much went to this, how much went to this, how much balance is remaining. People suspect what they don't see or what they don't understand, but if everything is laid bare, they are able to see all of those things. Can I read this testimony as I close? Listen to me, everybody. I was the chairman of the Benue Youth Summit 2020 after the NSAS movement. Hear me now. Every table. You are on every table. And you have no table. Please sit on one table. Hello. This is it now. The moment I was appointed, battles upon battles, why should he be an Idoma person?
Yes, sir. I was there.
You were there. But the powers that be, they say, when we want anything done, we know who to give it to. Go and execute and bring us results. The money I handled for that summit, I can say very few commissioners have handled that kind of budget on behalf of state.
I tell you.
The moment we finished, can I tell you one thing here? The moment we finished, the next week, I got a call. I came to an office and EFCC official was sitting down. They said, this guy is from Enugu EFCC.